Listen to me. You can't pray for success and then sleep through the process. You can't ask God to open doors you're too lazy to knock on. You can't beg the universe for greatness while you're still negotiating with your comfort zone. Because success doesn't come to the one who wishes. It comes to the one who works. The one who stays up when the world goes to sleep. The one who bleeds for a vision nobody else believes in. The one who says, if I have to crawl, I'll crawl, but I will not quit. Everybody wants the blessing, but nobody wants the burden that comes before it. Everybody wants the crown, but not the caluses that come from holding it. You can't be a dreamer and a sleeper at the same time. One will always kill the other. You say you want success, then prove it. Not with your mouth, with your movement, not with your promises, with your persistence. See, too many people think faith is magic. They think if they just believe hard enough, everything will fall into place. But faith without work is just fantasy. You don't need more motivation. You need movement. You don't need more prayers. You need participation in your own miracle. When Edison was chasing the light bulb, he didn't stop at prayer. He worked. He failed thousands of times. When Carnegie built his empire, he didn't ask for gold. He created it through grit, through sleepless nights and endless vision. When Lincoln lost, he didn't curse heaven. He studied his defeats, rebuilt his courage, and came back stronger. They understood something you need to understand right now. That prayer may plant the seed, but process grows the tree. And that growth will not happen in your comfort zone. You can't ask for the body of a lion while living with the habits of a sheep. You can't demand abundance when you still treat your time like it's worthless. You can't expect new blessings while holding on to your old excuses. Every morning you're given two choices: rise and chase what you say you want, or stay in bed and dream about it. One leads to change, the other leads to change. And some of you are chained not by failure, but by comfort. You're imprisoned by the softness of your own habits. You're addicted to later. Later becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And before you know it, the window closes, the chance disappears, and all you're left with is regret. Listen carefully. Your potential doesn't expire, but your opportunities do. Life doesn't wait for those who hesitate. It rewards the ones who move, even when the path isn't clear. Stop asking for signs. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop thinking God will deliver success to your doorstep wrapped in convenience. He gives you something far greater than that. He gives you the chance to earn it, and earning it, that's where the real transformation happens. Because when you fight for something, you become someone. Every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice, it forges your spirit. It turns your someday into today. You see, prayer is powerful, but it's not permission to be passive. It's fuel for the fire, not a substitute for it. You don't pray for strength and expect muscles to grow without resistance. You don't pray for wisdom and refuse to open the book. You don't pray for opportunity and ignore the knock when it comes. God isn't going to do for you what you can do for yourself. He's going to meet you halfway, but you've got to start walking. You've got to stop saying, I'm waiting on God, when in reality, God's been waiting on you. Success isn't something you receive, it's something you reveal. It's already inside you, buried under laziness, fear, distraction, and excuses. The process is the shovel. The grind is what digs it out. So stop sleeping through your own potential. Stop snoozing on your own greatness. Because every time you choose the pillow over the process, you're trading your purpose for comfort. And that's the most expensive trade you'll ever make. The truth is, success doesn't belong to the gifted. It belongs to the grinders, the ones who wake up early, stay up late, and never let fatigue silence their fire. The ones who've cried blood and kept going anyway. You want success? Then build the habits that success respects. Discipline, consistency, sacrifice. That's how you pray with your actions. That's how you turn belief into becoming. Because at the end of the day, God doesn't bless your dreams. He blesses your effort. You can't pray for success and sleep through the process. And that's not just about mornings or alarms. It's about how you live. It's about how you move when nobody's watching, how you grind when nobody's clapping. Because the real battle isn't fought in front of the crowd. It's fought in the quiet. It's fought in those lonely hours when doubt whispers louder than faith, when giving up feels easier than holding on. And that's where destiny is decided, not in the spotlight, but in the shadows. You think success is about talent. No, It's about tenacity. You think it's about opportunity. No, it's about ownership, owning your time, your mindset, your habits. Every day, life asks you a question. How bad do you really want it? And your answer isn't in your words, it's in your work. Let me tell you something. Nobody gets to skip the process. Not the legends, not the geniuses, not the greats. Even the chosen ones had to choose themselves first. When Michael Jordan was cut from his high school team, he didn't pray for validation, he worked for it. When Oprah was told she wasn't fit for television, she didn't pray for approval, she created her own platform. When Disney was fired for lacking imagination, he didn't pray for another chance, he built a world that proved them wrong. They didn't sleep through the process, they surrendered to it. They let it mold them, break them, strengthen them, because that's what the process does. It exposes the truth. It reveals whether you want the title or the transformation. See, too many people want to look successful before they become successful. They want the results without the repetitions. They want the applause without the alignment. But here's the truth. The world doesn't pay you for what you intend to do. It pays you for what you persistently do. So stop romanticizing the dream and start respecting the discipline. Dreams are beautiful, but discipline is what makes them real. Discipline is what separates potential from performance. You say, I'm waiting for motivation. Motivation. Let me tell you something. Motivation is unreliable. It's like a spark that burns bright but fades fast. You don't build a fire from a spark. You build it from commitment. Because commitment doesn't care how you feel. Commitment doesn't need inspiration. It demands execution. Every legend you admire didn't always feel inspired. They felt tired. They felt afraid. They felt alone, but they moved anyway, because motion creates emotion. You want to feel powerful, act powerful. You want to feel confident, do the things confidence requires. You want to feel blessed. Start behaving like someone who values blessings. Stop waiting for the mood. Start building the momentum, because momentum is what carries you when motivation dies. And understand this, clarity is power. You can't chase what you can't see. Some of you aren't tired. You're just directionless. You're running hard, but you don't know where. You're praying for success, but you haven't defined what success means to you. Listen, success isn't the car, the followers, the applause. It's peace of mind. It's purpose in motion. It's knowing that what you're building today has eternal value, not just temporary validation. Clarity isn't found in noise. It's found in stillness. Sit with yourself. Confront your truth. Ask the hard questions. Who am I becoming? What do I stand for? What am I willing to suffer for? Because if you're not willing to suffer for your dream, you're not ready to succeed at it. Pain is the tuition of purpose. You pay now or you pay later, but you will pay. The process isn't punishment, it's preparation. The delay isn't denial, it's development. You're being shaped, stretched, strengthened. Every obstacle is a tool. Every setback is a setup. When you're going through the fire, remember, gold doesn't fear heat. The fire doesn't destroy it, it defines it. And if you stay in the fire long enough, you come out pure, unstoppable, undeniable. So stop asking, why me? And start asking, what's this teaching me? Stop cursing the process and start cooperating with it. Because life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every delay, it's chiseling you into the person you're praying to become. Don't just pray for the destination, pray for the endurance. Don't just pray for the blessing, pray for the backbone to carry it. Because blessings are heavy and only the discipline can hold them. Remember, success is not granted, it's guarded. Guarded by consistency, protected by sacrifice, and unlocked by persistence. You can't fake this. You can't shortcut this. You can't microwave mastery. The process is slow because it's sacred. It takes time to turn potential into purpose. It takes grind to turn desire into destiny. So stop sleeping through your season of building. You're not being buried, you're being planted. And when the time is right, when you've watered your dream with discipline and sunlight with faith, you'll rise. Not because you prayed harder than others, but because you worked while they slept. You can't pray for success and sleep through the process, because success doesn't show up for the dreamer. It shows up for the doer. And every day you choose action over excuses, you send a signal to life itself that says, I'm ready. Ready to carry the weight of what I've been asking for. Ready to stop wishing and start working. ready to stop hoping and start becoming. Because purpose isn't found in comfort. It's discovered in confrontation. Confrontation with your fears, your limits, your laziness, your doubts. The person you are right now must die for the person you're meant to be to live. That's why the process feels like pain. It's not punishing you, it's birthing you. You say you want transformation, then you've got to let go of the version of you that clings to comfort. You can't evolve and stay familiar at the same time. The cocoon feels safe, but the butterfly can't breathe there. You've got to outgrow your excuses. You've got to outgrow your distractions. You've got to outgrow the voices that tell you to slow down, to rest, to take it easy. Because the truth is, greatness is never convenient. It doesn't visit those who wait politely. It crashes into the lives of those who are relentless. It's not luck, it's labor. It's not destiny, it's discipline sustained over time. You think success is about one big breakthrough. No, it's 1,000 small moments, the choices nobody saw, the sacrifices nobody thanked you for, the days you showed up tired but still showed up. That's where character is carved. That's where champions are made. Look at every legend that ever lived. Ford, Disney, Lincoln, Jobs, Ali, none of them received greatness. They earned it through repetition, rejection, and resilience. They were beaten, doubted, laughed at, but they kept going because they understood one thing: pain is temporary, but purpose is eternal. You can't pray to be used by God and then run from the tools He uses to shape you. The pressure, the delay, the isolation. That's where He's sculpting your strength. Don't waste your pain. Don't rush your process. There's wisdom inside the waiting. There's power inside the perseverance. You think you're being tested, but maybe you're being trusted. Trusted to endure, trusted to lead, trusted to build something bigger than yourself. Because real success isn't about what you get. It's about who you become on the way there. And who you become will always matter more than what you achieve. So if you're tired, keep going. If you're scared, keep believing. If you failed, stand up again. Because that's what resilience looks like. It's the art of showing up bruised but unbroken. Resilience is when you turn your pain into power. It's when you stop seeing problems as punishment and start seeing them as preparation. It's when you realize the world isn't against you, it's refining you. You want to know the secret of unstoppable people. They don't need perfect conditions to move. They move and the conditions become perfect. They don't wait for the wind. They adjust the sail. They don't pray for the storm to pass. They learn to dance in the rain. Gratitude is their compass. Because gratitude keeps you grounded when success tempts you to drift. Gratitude reminds you that even the struggle is a gift, that the climb is what makes the summit mean something. You don't grow through comfort, you grow through challenge. And gratitude transforms that challenge into fuel. Wake up and thank God, not just for what's working, but for what's stretching you. Thank Him for the doors that closed because they protected you. Thank Him for the people who left because they made room for who's coming next. Thank Him for the process because it's proof that He's still writing your story. Adaptability, that's another mark of greatness because life will not move according to your plan. The river doesn't flow straight, it bends, it curves, it carves new paths through stone. And if you can't bend, you'll break. Don't resist the change, ride it. Every detour has direction, every delay has design. Sometimes God hides your destination until you're mature enough to handle it. So when things don't go your way, go His way and trust the process. Because when you combine faith with flexibility, prayer with persistence, gratitude with grind, you become unstoppable. You stop chasing success and start attracting it. Because success doesn't chase comfort, it follows character. Character built through pressure, character tested by rejection, character proven through perseverance. You can't buy that. You can't fake that. You can only become that. So the next time you feel like quitting, remember this: you didn't come this far to dream halfway. You didn't survive all that pain just to stay the same. You didn't pray for potential only to sleep on the process that activates it. Get up, lock in, reignite the fire. Remind yourself, you're not waiting for success to come find you. You're chasing it until it has no choice but to surrender. You can't pray for success and sleep through the process. Because if you truly believe in your vision, then your actions must reflect that belief. Faith is not the language of comfort. It's the language of courage. And courage means getting up even when you don't feel like it. Courage means doing it scared, tired, uncertain, but still doing it. Every single day, life will test your creation. You said you wanted it. Now prove it. You said you were built different. Now live it. You said you were chosen. Now carry the weight of that choice. Because this is not about praying for success. It's about partnering with the process that creates it. You and the grind are on the same team. The process isn't your enemy. It's your evidence. Evidence that you're moving, that you're growing, that you're alive. The struggle means you're in motion. The pressure means you're producing something worth protecting. Diamonds don't complain about the pressure. They become because of it. And if you're willing to endure that same pressure, life will hand you brilliance too. Stop running from the very thing that's meant to refine you. Stop praying for harvest when you haven't planted any seeds. Stop asking for open doors when you're still afraid to knock. If you want to walk into greatness, you've got to earn the right to hold it. You've got to sweat for it. You've got to stay faithful when it's not fun, focused when it's not flashy, and consistent when it's not convenient. Because the grind doesn't care about your feelings. It only responds to your follow through. You can't skip the middle and expect the miracle. The middle, the dark, unseen, frustrating middle, that's where greatness is forged. Ask any warrior, any legend, any success story. They'll tell you, the process built me before the promise blessed me. And that's the truth. You might be in the middle right now, overlooked, underestimated, underappreciated. But that's not where your story ends. That's where your spirit is being sculpted. You're being hidden so you can be hardened. You're being shaped so when your moment comes, you don't crumble under the weight of it. See, the dream is the easy part. The discipline is the difference. Everyone has dreams. Few have discipline. Everyone wants success. Few want the structure success demands. The discipline don't just pray. They prepare. They move when nobody's watching. They study when others scroll. They invest in their mind while others waste their time. They understand something sacred that you don't get in life what you wish for. You get what you work for, what you commit to, what you sacrifice for. So if you really want success, stop asking for less resistance. Ask for stronger resolve. Stop begging for shortcuts. Build longer stamina. Because life rewards endurance, not entitlement. You're not unlucky. You're uncommitted. And the moment you decide to give everything you've got, everything will begin to change. Not instantly, not overnight, but inevitably. Because when your faith aligns with your follow through, the universe has no choice but to respond. There's a reason the sun rises slowly, because illumination is a process. There's a reason the eagle flies alone, because isolation is where elevation begins. There's a reason the seed breaks before it grows, because every birth begins with a breaking. So don't curse the breaking. Bless it. Don't resent the pressure. Respect it. Don't run from the grind. Rise through it. And when you rise, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the nights you cried, the times you almost quit, the prayers you whispered when no one believed in you. Those moments were the foundation. Those tears watered your vision. Those struggles trained your soul for strength. Because success isn't about the applause. It's about alignment. It's about waking up every day knowing you're walking in purpose, not pretending in comfort. It's about becoming someone your future self can be proud of, not just someone your followers can admire. The process is the price of that pride. The grind is the gateway to grace. And every drop of sweat, every late night, every heartbreak, it all meant something. So when the world asks you how you did it, when they ask you how you went from praying for it to living it, you'll smile and say, I didn't just pray, I participated. Because success didn't find me, I found it. I didn't just wait on God, I walked with Him. I didn't just talk about faith, I moved in it. While others slept, I sowed. While others doubted, I decided. While others dreamed, I disciplined. And that's the difference. That's what separates the talkers from the transformers. That's what turns prayers into power, belief into becoming, and process into purpose. So remember this, you can't pray for success and sleep through the process. You've got to wake up with purpose, move with conviction, and rest only when your mission is complete. Because life doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you work for consistently. And when you finally hold what you once prayed for, you'll know it wasn't luck, it wasn't chance. It was the process that made you worthy of it. Now get up. Turn your prayers into progress. Turn your dreams into discipline. Turn your potential into proof. The world is waiting, and the process is calling your name.